An elite assassin was preparing to kill the president. First, he deliberately fired at the wall, observing the direction and speed of a small windmill nearby. He calculated the bullet's deviation due to wind and distance. After adjusting his scope, he fired again. This time, the shot hit dead center. He held his breath and focused. When the president appeared, he pulled the trigger and landed a fatal shot. Security agents immediately raised their binoculars to search for the assassin, but he was still holding the sniper rifle. He deliberately let the sunlight reflect off the scope to draw attention. Once he confirmed he had been spotted, he quickly dismantled the sniper rifle, stored the pieces in a suitcase, and placed a time bomb under the bed. He needed to turn the room into an explosion site to erase all traces of his escape. Before leaving, he pressed the fire alarm to lure the police into the room. Then he got into the car he had parked earlier and drove away calmly. When a large number of police officers stormed the hotel, the assassin circled back the same way. He returned the decoy car to the parking lot and switched to the vehicle he actually planned to use for his escape. That way, even though the surveillance cameras recorded the first vehicle, the police would not be able to trace him. When the special forces burst into the room, the explosive trap he had planted detonated, engulfing the entire place in flames. No fingerprints, no evidence. Even the decoy car exploded, erasing every trail he had left. The assassin was like a ghost that had never existed. But he hadn't considered one thing. Highway security checkpoints had tripled. Every car was stopped and searched. Although he disguised himself as a lawyer, he was detained, and the trunk was opened. Inside was a suitcase containing a sniper rifle. But strangely, the officers checked the case, said everything was fine, and let him go. It turned out the sniper rifle wasn't inside the suitcase as a whole, but had been dismantled into pieces and perfectly integrated into the suitcase's structure. By removing the suitcase handle, it could become a scope. Dismantling the support bars formed the sniper rifle's body. The zipper turned into the trigger, and the four wheels each concealed a bullet inside. When this information reached the police station, everyone was shocked, because the distance between the hotel and the assassination site was 3,815 meters, farther than the world record for a sniper shot. Back at his hideout, the assassin went online to contact his client, ready to collect his payment of $3.75 million. But after a long wait, he received a message. This message made the assassin's hands tremble. It was the first time a client had refused to pay the remaining balance, and for that, he had already been sentenced to death.